Liquid.
The headphones are kind of weird.
Yeah, because like you can hear you, and it's like you
Yeah,
never really
that's
listen to
why.
yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But I just want to make sure it's all good. If you can hear it, if I can hear it, they can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So what does this song mean to you, man? Why'd you pick this song specifically?
I mean, if we being realistic, this song is just one of those things where it's like, you can tell that he felt some type of way when he came out with it, right? So, a lot of people have been putting out music, whether it be new artists, the SoundCloud era, whatever it may be. Um, but somebody, to me, it seems like somebody may have come at him some type of way, right? So he comes out with this, something a little bit different than what he normally does. The song is titled "Nonchalant" for that reason, because he's just letting you know, like, hey, I don't need to go all out to do anything. I can lay a beat down and I'm gonna give it to you how it is, and that's what it really comes down to. So for me, it's like when you really start putting things together in your own personal life, you're gonna have people attack you. You're gonna be doing your own thing, and some people may not agree with that. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So do what you need to do, man, and if you can keep that vibe going, if you can keep that energy rolling that way, then shit, can't nobody stop you, right?
Right.
So that's the way I look at it, honestly, bro.
That was like a perfect song for you, dude. That's honestly, if I had to put you in a nutshell, that's how you've always been.
Yeah, man.
I've always known you're just like,
yeah, bro. I don't
first
like
day
that.
of school, I'm rolling up in tight orange skinnies, bro.
Yeah,
Just
man.
like, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah,
Nonchalant.
bro.
Like,
So we
fuck
did
it.
that. There was that whole like fucking the jerking phase when that whole
Yeah,
thing came out, bro.
exactly.
And we were like jerking and shit all day,
Making videos.
bro. I pulled up to the damn video and we did it in like Nick's garage or
Of
some shit like that,
course.
bro. And I had like baby blue, powder blue skinny jeans on with a Mickey Mouse
Perfect.
shirt on. And we were
Right.
like, we just gonna make it happen. And I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said, regardless of what you do, whether you wear skinny jeans or you show up butt ass naked somewhere, people
Right.
gonna judge you regardless. So I mean, do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
I feel like people know when they see that too. They see a genuine effort, and they
Yeah.
just like, you're just putting yourself on display. And really, it's just, I don't know why more people aren't like that.
Yeah,
Just letting it fly. Like, if I want to do it, I want to do it.
There's this
Make it
whole
happen.
like people put on a facade nowadays, man, more than anything. And I think a lot of social media has a huge effect on that, right? So you see a lot of people get a lot of retweets on Twitter, and you see how they dress, you see how they act,
Right.
and then people start adapting to that way, right? Like, so you see it more than anything with lingo. People say certain things on social
Right.
media, and then like the next day you hear everybody in East Mesa talking about, like,
And
oh,
it
this
starts
shit's
as a
lit.
joke.
Yeah, right.
It
And then
starts as
it
a
catches
joke.
on. It catches on.
It's like a meme. It's like they fucking
Exactly.
transported it into our
So
lingo.
everybody wants to be what everybody already, what they see. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to come out and be genuine, but you start to realize who you really rock with once you finally become yourself. So
Yeah.
I love everybody that's ever been in my life, anybody who's ever provided me anything, but some people just don't stick around.
Right.
And for whatever that situation may be, it is what it is.
Nothing but love.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad we had that moment when we had it.
Exactly. And so if you can be yourself with yourself, and if you can be yourself with everybody else, then that's when you really find out who really rock with you, and that's all you really need. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think lots of times, especially with the amount of information we get and shit, it's just easy to overcomplicate things.
Oh my God, bro! Like, I agree.
Overanalyze.
I agree.
Everything.
I agree,
overdo
man.
Everything. I mean, personally, I think anything worth doing is worth overdoing. If you're gonna do it, give it 100.
Yeah, go do it. Go do it.
Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Ain't no point in like shortening yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like selling yourself short. No, I agree, bro. I'm right with that shit. That's truer words have never been spoken, bro. I swear.
Like, just because like it feels uncoordinated or something, but like you try a spin move and like you fucking eat shit or whatever, like don't feel discouraged. Like, when that shit, and you feel it.
Bro, I feel that way every day of my life. Every fucking day of my life, bro. Like, it's such a different ball game going from like where I've come from and then moving out to like East Mesa, and it's like a completely different vibe, right? Like, I grew up around a lot of my Hispanic friends, a lot of my black friends, you know what I'm saying? And then we move out to East Mesa, and we're like, God damn, bro, it's whiter than a bitch out here, bro. You know what I mean? So, and like, you got to be able to adapt and still be yourself, and it's gonna be awkward, man. It was a learning experience. It was a curve, but again, you find out who really rocks with you, and as long as you keep it pushing, then can't nobody say nothing about it. You know what I mean? And I've developed friendships and relationships with people that, I mean, I wouldn't trade the world for, you know, because I was able to put myself in that vibe. So yeah, man, I'm with it.
Yeah. It's just it's crazy how it just kind of all comes across. And like one of the biggest things I think is just like, even if they weren't like good role models at the time and stuff, and just like everybody's doing whatever, they're trying to figure out their own thing. Like you said, it's just so many awkward phases and like and so many directions and so many opportunities. It's just, I feel like it's kind of hard to find yourself into all that.
Yeah. But, you know, to some extent, you know, I definitely agree with what you're saying. But to some extent, I feel like all of that is necessary. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, they talk about it a lot in high school. It's like, well, you want to put yourself in as many categories and as many fields as you can, right?
Yeah.
So that you can find where you fit in, your niche. And so I feel like if you don't put yourself in those awkward situations, if you're not uncomfortable with everything, if you don't try to go hang out with the goths that sit in the corner and then go sit with the preppy kids over there and then the jocks, you know, you're never going to really find out where you fit. And I think that's important, man, because you really, again, you get comfortable with who you are, and you find other people who are comfortable with who they are as well. And then there's no need to fake anymore, you know? So I've always prided myself on being somebody who can, you know, and be flexible too. You know what I mean? Like, although I know who I am, I know that I don't always just have to hang out with people who are like me. I can go hang out with the goth kids. I can walk in a Hot Topic and be like, you know, conversing with everybody that I need to. But then, you know, at that same time, walk into like a sports store and hold a conversation with, you know, a 90-year-old dude who lived through this, or I can hold a conversation with a 12-year-old kid who's just now getting his feelings underneath him, right? Exactly.
Still be able to relate. And still be able to, you know, chop it up. And I feel like that's just like what more needs to happen, really. It's just like, where did it all get lost and shit? It's just like, let's just bring it back a little bit. Just make it fucking basic, you know?
And then again, that goes back to what you first stated, man. It's like people like to overcomplicate things. It's really, I mean, it's life, man. It's complicated, but it ain't that hard. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. You know, you wake up, you do what you need to do. You go about your daily business and you go to sleep and repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, and that's how it's going to continue to go.
I'm a dish pit lord, bro. I know exactly how that goes.
Oh shit, bro.
Dude.
Man, I know you don't miss those days at all, though.
No, I'm not still living those days.
No, not at TG. I mean,
I've never worked dish pit.
Oh,
there.
bro,
I was like just a nice.
God,
I helped them, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like, nobody's above dish pit. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, man. Because I've had to do my hours, bro. I had to do my hours with them too. Like people walking out and shit.
That's
bro,
probably the horror story right there.
Man, I did it. I worked at like Red Robin for like 2-3 months, dog. And I kid you not, this dude walks out at like 8 p.m. on a Friday. You know, we in there swamped. We're in there swamped. And so manager calls me aside and he's like, hey man, we got, you know, 4 hosts already on the floor. I know you've been helping with the food and stuff, but can you come help out with this dish pit? And I'm looking like, God damn, bro, I know I can't say no. So let me just go ahead and knock this out. And I'm in a dish pit from,
that's just how it goes, though,
bro, 8 to like 1:30 in the morning, dog. Like we closed at like noon, or no, not like 12 in the morning, bro.
Catch up, or was it just?
Oh hell no, it was constant, bro. Like the whole
nights where you never see the table.
It was that type of night, dog.
You
like,
never see the
kid you
table.
not, we had already closed up shop, and it's me, one of the cooks stayed after, and the manager, like and not like the regular manager, floor manager. I'm talking about the GM is in this, and it's all 3 of us in there, just dishes, bro.
Dude,
dishes.
That's when you find out who you work for.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And he was cool as hell, man.
Like, dude, you're willing. The proprietor helped me with dishes, and I was like, dude, you're willing to do this.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna work for you 24/7, 365. I get it.
I told the GM after, I was like, hey man, like this, and this is like 2 weeks later when I actually left the job because I had another opportunity. I told him, I was like, hey man, if I could, like, I would stick it out, but I got to go where the opportunity is, bro. But me and that dude still talk to this day.
Yeah,
to this day.
That's what I like about it. Like, you really do build just through adversity in general, and like we were talking about, that's like how we find your like true friends and shit. Just through adversity and shit, like you build a bond.
Exactly.
Like that camaraderie and shit, dude. You're always constantly you're my fucking scout offense quarterback. Constantly in my head.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro.
Like, that shit never dies. Like,
bro, them were the days though, man. Them were the days, dog.
Dude,
I miss that shit.
Just what I missed the most was I realized it the other day. I literally my senior year had Pilates, rec ball, and then wrestling.
Bro, that's
like
a schedule for the
schedule,
80s.
like yeah, and then I had econ because I had to, and then
that shit was a cakewalk, so it's not like you had to do anything for that.
She made me work for it. Miss John was a fucking
bro. Miss John let me skate through class, dog. Like, I didn't have to do anything in that class.
The realest shit though, she broke down what she made and why she made it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the realest shit as a teacher.
And that's the kind of stuff that I respect. So check this out. I actually had a it was like for it wasn't econ or gov because it was like Bram Hall but we had, it was like some sort of history class, and we had a student teacher come from ASU, and she did it for us. And I'll never forget her, dog. So I didn't turn in a single piece of homework all year, bro, all year. Like, but she was she was a young girl, and I think that she again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but my personality, it comes off. And so she pulled me aside a month and a half before class ends, and she's like, hey, I like you. You're a good kid. You do everything the right way, except this homework, right?
Except this homework that you don't do.
Exactly, at all. And so she's like, look, I'm either going to have to fail you or we're going to have to turn this around. And I was like, hey, look, Miss A, we need to, I need this. I got to graduate.
Turn it around.
Yeah, right. So what do I got to do? And so she's sitting there talking to me, and I'm thinking I'm about to get reamed, bro. She's about to kill me.
Dun.
And she literally comes up and she's like, as long as you pass the final with an A, I'll give you an A in the class. And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah, don't do any homework all year because clearly it works for you. You don't have to. But if you don't, then you gotta fail the class. Is that okay? And I was like, you ain't said nothing but a word to me. This is exactly what I was praying for. Right?
So couldn't I just show up and take the test in the beginning?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, and she thought, bro, after the conversation, after the conversation, she thought that she had won the art. Yeah, bro. She was like,
now he's gonna do his homework.
Yeah, she walked out confident, and I was like, you just gave me what I wanted. So, I mean, I went to class for the next month and a half. The final comes out. I get a 97 on it. Gave her a hug, dapped up, left.
Yeah, dapped up.
Gave her a hug, dapped up, and dipped out. That was
it. That
was it. Shout out to Miss A, wherever you are.
Wherever you are, shout out.
You still the GOAT for that.
I'm all about the random shout outs.
I appreciate it.
Plug in the buds. That's what we're here for.
Hey, man. I feel it.
Show the love to you. I appreciate you.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me, bro. Especially since I'm right down the street, too. So it's bro,
when you had no idea.
Yeah, when you first hit me, I was like, what the hell is Tanner? Man, what have you been up to lately, man? And you're like, hey, come through, let's kick. And I was like, oh shit, bro, let's make it work. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, my dude. I'm just looking forward to talking more and just chopping it up with some other people. And
yeah, man.
Always looking. I don't know. So I figured your number was 1.
Hey, bro, gotta make it happen.
And then
make it happen.
Chris was he was the, what do you call it? The pilot episode?
Yeah. A little trial run.
So you got to start with a 0. So that was the trial run.
We'll work our way up from there.
Yeah, and then we'll work our way from. So you're number 1. We'll see what we can do for 2.
Yeah, bro. You need to go ahead and get rid of that Kansas City Chiefs, though.
No.
You need to go ahead and toss that.
Dude, but Patrick Mahomes, though, bro.
Bro, what do you think about that?
So dirty.
You think you like that move?
Dude, Andy Reid would not take out a game manager. He fit Alex Smith into that offense.
Yeah.
He forced it for years because they would play small ball till the end, and it worked out for him until it was clutch time. 2-minute drill. Here we go. Throw the deep ball, picked.
Yeah.
Anything over 20, 30 yards was fucking garbage for him.
That's what's different, bro.
Last year,
he started launching that.
Changed his career, guaranteed, bro.
100%, bro. 100%. And so
having that gas down the sideline, just being able to chuck and duck.
And that's the crazy thing, man, is that I met Alex Smith when he was still at Utah. Yeah. So his senior year,
that's so crazy.
We went to a quarterback camp, and he pulled me aside. It was me and 5 other kids, and we were out there just throwing with him. It was crazy,
Shut
bro.
The fuck out.
Yeah, Alex Smith is dope. So he's always been able to throw the deep ball, though, bro. It's just a mental thing. He never really had the people to do it. and he was never really in a system that could, let him flourish that way. So I think more than anything, he developed into being a game manager because that was the stigma that came with him. But as soon as they got him some weapons on the outside, like y'all had Albert, y'all had Tyreek.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids can fly, man. So as long as you can take the top off of them, bro, let them go. Let them go, bro. Let the horses run.
Let them fly. And like knowing from a quarterback perspective, and like you saying you have to adapt your game to become like a game manager because you don't have as much weapons, and then all of a sudden you get these weapons. Do you like go back to your first love? Like when you first remember playing the game, chuck and duck, loving it, running it, like doing your thing. Is that what you found your niche finally?
Yeah. So
that's when the piece fits.
Yeah. So I mean, in reality, and I think you see this a lot when it comes to NFL players and college players alike. You know who you are. Right. I mean, your game's not going to change, and I'm a big advocate of.
Right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big advocate of.
Warner shit.
Exactly. Like I'll use RG3 as an example, right? He's one of my favorite quarterbacks, right? So.
But you live and die by that sword, dude.
Exactly. So we actually met him at swear him and Trent Richardson the year.
I think I remember the picture.
Yeah. So, but RG3 first comes into the league, and the coordinator that he has is like, okay, look, we're not gonna.
Was it Shanahan?
No. He wasn't with Shanahan yet. He was God damn it. It was his first year with the Skins. I forget who he had as his coordinator though. Regardless who it was, they let him be him. Okay, look, we're gonna push the ball vertically down the field. You have a rocket for an arm, and you're fast as hell. So let's get you.
Man, you know what to do.
Exactly. Let's get you out of the pocket. We're gonna launch it down the field. If it's not there, you got 1-2 read. If it's not there, throw it away or run. Right. Get out of bounds.
And so another day.
It wasn't until they switched up the offense and they tried to go that little West Coast dink and dunk, and it's like, bro, you got a quarterback who's 6'2.5", and when we met him, they had him listed at like 225, and I kid you, my man is not 225. My boy is like 205. Like he's small. He's a skinny kid. So and we're looking like you can't run that type of offense because this quarterback's going to get hit a lot. He doesn't know how to get rid of the ball fast, and I mean, if you put him in an offense where he can push the ball vertically down the field, he's going to be successful.
Right.
But if you take that away from him, he's going to have to adapt. And adapting isn't going to work, bro. He's been playing this style of football for 15, 16 years up to this point, right? So
chuck and duck run.
Exactly. So same thing with Alex Smith, right? Mm-hmm. He comes out of Utah, and he can
a runner then,
and he can sling the rock, right? He can throw the ball far. He's accurate, and he can run. He's mobile. You get him into the NFL, and all of a sudden, everybody wants to keep him in the pocket. Hey, stay here, throw 5 yards, throw 10 yards. Exactly, right? And not everybody's cut out to be that way. Right. You know what I mean? So
even Brett Favre ended up playing like that for a little bit. You see him come back to that.
Exactly. So you take 10 years of somebody trying to change your game, and then you go back and you get you some burners on the outside, and Andy Reid's like, you know what? Hey, move around a little bit. Let's get you some play action.
Yeah.
And you start launching the ball down the field. Good things happen, right? And if it wasn't for my Titans, then y'all maybe had a chance. But too bad, y'all can't really contend with us like that.
I always think of Dexter McCluster.
Bro, Cluss was he's a dog, bro. He's a dog.
Workhorse,
he's a dog. But I mean, it sucks though, because those type of that type of talent you don't come around often.
Mm-hmm.
But and people always say, bro, you can do whatever you want to. Don't let nobody tell you that size ain't a thing. Look at Russell Wilson. It's like, bro, Russell Wilson is also 230 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drew Brees hasn't been hit ever because he gets rid of the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
His
be.
release time's got to be
dude. Like, you can't. Oh, easily. It's like 0.3. You can't be Dexter McCluster, be a running back and a slot receiver and expect not to get hit. Like, your career is going to be short. Yeah. Like, no matter what you do.
Welker is honestly the only one I like.
And mine,
Patriots,
mine is because
they finish.
It's because of their system. Yeah, it's their system, dude. So like,
leaned into it, or like
people.
He knew which way to move.
Exactly, and people don't realize that a lot of what the Patriots do, like they turned Chris Hogan into like a damn star receiver. This dude had never played football before. He played like one fucking year, right? Yeah. So a lot of what they do is system, bro. You get Brady, who's been playing in this system for damn near 100 years, right? You teach the receivers how to run a route, and as long as they can focus, then you're good, bro. Like, you're good. That's simple.
Well, I think honestly, having an established system like that, and having guys that are already sold, you're just set up for success.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's literally next man in. Okay,
That's
next
all it
guy.
is, bro.
Like who's down, who's coming up. Amendola, okay, who's coming down? Oh shit, he's hurt. Let's get
And
this
so,
guy.
and do you when
That's
you
like a true team.
yeah, when you look at it,
Next
when the Patriots go
one guy
get
goes
people,
down, next guy comes up.
they don't ever draft or trade for people who are like superstars,
Yeah.
like divas, unless they are otherworldly talented. Like when
Right.
they went and picked up Moss, even though Moss has a personality about him, you know Moss is he's gonna
Provide.
outwork
He's
that
gonna-
personality,
yeah.
right? The Patriots would never go get somebody like Terrell Owens. They would
Oh,
never. I don't think the
that was my-
Patriots would
literally
ever
my
go
next
get
thought.
like Odell Beckham, right?
Right.
Odell's otherworldly talent, but if he's on the table, I'm sure that they wouldn't offer. I mean, because there's no point to do it. He's gonna take up all the spotlight, but you already got 4 or 5 receivers who are gonna run these little curl routes, and Brady's gonna hit them all, every
Right.
single one of them. There's no need to have Odell, right?
He's
So
gonna see him over the top and whatever
exactly,
openings are. He already knows it.
yeah. I
He
mean, he's
knows how
been
to
doing it
read
for way too long.
Probably pre-snap, bro. He can already
Oh, guaranteed,
tell like your
guaranteed,
next 3 moves.
guaranteed. I mean, I've been playing flag football for like, I mean, shit, ever since we started in RFL, like damn near a decade ago, bro. Like it's been a while.
It's so crazy
Yeah.
to think that. Like 2008, 2009, that's not reasonable.
No,
But, like that's pretty reasonable to say that's when we started.
Yes, 100%. So we like now when we play in certain games, if we play certain teams that I know I've played before,
Yeah.
I can automatically tell you where I'm going with the ball before I even snap that damn thing.
Yeah,
like we get up
exactly.
there and I know I got my man Kel. Shout out to KP one time. If my man Kel is sitting outside somewhere and I know I got old boy who's been playing on him the same way for the last 3 seasons, I know for a fact that Kel's gonna push it 15 yards. He's gonna give him a little head fake and he's gonna bust outside on a comeback and it's gonna be there every single time. I don't gotta wait on that. You know what I mean?
He knows he doesn't have to wait. He just turns ball.
Exactly. And the same goes with like Kerry. Like I said, shout out to the homie. Kerry was my center for forever, bro. He's not even like a big guy, but he got grown man strength, bro. And bro, he's got grown man strength. I don't think I've ever seen somebody like and came by mine. Yeah, Kerry's not small. Kerry's 175, 180. But I've never seen anybody like the straight lift grown men off their feet as much as I've seen this dude do it, bro. Like you get him mad and his shit changes, bro. It's crazy. But like he knows he block 2 seconds and I can scramble. So like I'm gonna get loose. And as soon as he lets dude go,
that release valve.
Bro, Kerry is right there 6-7 yards in front of me every single time, getting 20 yards every single time he touches the ball. Guaranteed. I don't even have to ask. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it goes.
Your options and playing with these guys and having that chemistry.
Exactly. And I mean we've been doing it for, like you said, bro, 2008, 2009. Like I remember Julian was the first dude to ever get it into me, by the way. Again, shout out to Juice. Uncle Juice, the Junkle.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy too. Randy's the homie, man. I've known Randy for so long, man. I'm so glad they're together and doing their thing, man. Shout out to y'all. It's good to see y'all doing y'all thing. But so Juice, I mean, I learned how to play from watching him.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like me ever since I was young. And he told me straight up, he was like, hey man, I want you to kind of run this. You know what I mean? Go be a leader, go do what you need to do. And so like now if I'm on the field with Juice, man, I don't think there's ever been a time where like me and him on the same field, I don't think we've ever lost, bro. Like maybe one game just at the max, dude.
It's getting me like antsy, just
bro.
Being like, fuck, dude,
I'm telling you. Could you imagine, dog? Like me and Juice on this. Dude. It's unfair, bro. we played in we did a like a little 5-on-5 RFL game once, just like pickup games, and there was like 12 of us there or whatever. So we were just rotating. Me and Juice ended up being on the same team. You know, we only played like 28 or like 4 touchdowns, right?
Right.
Me and Juice running center quarterback exchange. We scored 4 times in 6 plays.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Easy.
There was no stopping it. We didn't need to get a first down. We didn't need to do anything else. It was 6 plays.
Bam,
and
bam,
that's
bam.
it, bro. That's it. Out. Yeah. And so
next.
Yeah. And then, you know, we got other people too. Like we just won was it last Thanksgiving? We won like a fast action. It's like one of the little brands that are around the States. They threw a turkey ball tournament, little 4-on-4 tournament. Shit. And so it was like me, Juice, Kelvin, my boy Brent Dubovic, shout out, Logan Plachek, Brett Cirqua. Those are all my guys.
Okay.
That Logan and Brent like put together the team because we've all been playing together in RFL for like ever. Bro,
they have like a wiffle ball.
Bro,
like,
I'm telling you,
field set up in their backyard. They're always down
for like, whatever, dude.
Since like
day one,
yeah.
Like when I first met Brent, they were talking about that, and I was like, okay, well, shit, let's get it popping. Yeah. And so we went out there, and I mean, just made a fool out of some people, bro. Like just teams that have been playing together for like years. Oh my god, bro, we won the championship. So like going into the playoffs, we ended up being in the competitive division because we know we can play, right? We never played 4-man before though, so we just tried it out. First game, we won by like 2 points. It was lucky. Like we shouldn't have won, bro.
Right.
Second game we won by like 2 touchdowns, and then the playoffs start.
Yeah.
And so we beat the first team. It was like a touchdown. The second team comes up and we run them by like 35. Bro. It was like a bunch of young kids, like fresh out of high school.
It's like, got it.
Yeah. And so we play these other dudes that play in another league with us, and we know that they can all ball. They grew up playing this type of thing.
Oh, shit.
And we ran them by like 35 or 40, and we're like, okay, wait, we might be nice,
man. Be
man.
onto something.
Yeah. And so Serge, I'm sorry, I know you're not listening, but just in case you ever see this, I know that you run like 4-man, 5-man, but I gotta throw some shade at you. My man Serge was like in everybody year, and to this day he claims it's his B team that he brought out there, right?
B-team.
His B team made it to the finals. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
come on.
Yeah, they make it to the finals, and we got them blew out by like 40 at half. Dog. Like it was all bad, bro. So yeah. So we still doing that thing and making it happen, bro.
That's so crazy.
But like you said, the camaraderie, bro, the chemistry is all it is. We're not overly athletic, like you know me, bro. I'm a smart player.
Right.
Juice is athletic, but most of it is intelligence. Same with Brent, same with Sokwa.
IQ.
Exactly. KP.
I mean, they coach, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And I think that's really something, like you said, I think that's something about Julian that he's really good at just putting himself in your shoes and just like being like, dude, I know where you come from. Like, like you're going through this. I know I've been there. Like,
I'm telling you,
this is what you got to do. Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I saw
your shit. Like, give nothing but like.
Oh, it's all love from Juice, bro. Yeah. It's all love, and he'll give you that like tough love too. Like he'll let you know, bro. He'll like, hey, bro, you suck.
It's
like,
the uncle shit.
It's like, I don't know what you're doing right now, but don't do that anymore. You're trash. Why are you doing that? So I was at his house one day, and he pulls up his highlights from high school because like I knew Juice was nice in high school, but like I never seen him play, bro. Like I never went to Red Mountain games,
right?
And this dude, I kid you not, I think it was against Hamilton. It was against somebody, and this is when Hamilton is running shit, right?
Right.
And he comes out, and they're running option directly at him, and Juice is the roll down safety. Corners getting blocked, linebackers are nowhere to be found.
One-on-one,
bro, two on one. Quarterback has ball still. Juice is going after quarterback, makes quarterback pitch it. And so you're like, oh, damn, this running back's by himself now. Juice made the tackle on the running back still like 2 yards later. I was like, how the hell did you hit the quarterback, made him pitch it, and then made the tackle on the running back too? It was just like most people don't have that kind of awareness, Instinct. You know? Yeah, it's just natural for him. So to this day, Juice is by far, and I mean, whatever praise means coming from me, man, he's by far the best flag football player I've ever played with. Yeah. Like as far as intelligence goes, that dude is otherworldly, man. He's ridiculous. So, and I know I've seen him play in pads now, like just from highlights, and it's just kind of like, God, man, like if you didn't break your leg at MCC, bro, like where would you be right now? You know what I mean? So like that dude's nuts, man. He's crazy. He's crazy. But you know, we play with a lot of good people like that, man. Like Cody Saul. Shout out to Cody doing his thing out in Jacksonville right now. He's bro. Dude's a monster. I mean, he'll still get locked up if he ever tried to go 1-on-1, but you know, whatever. We'll say that for another day.
We'll just be real with it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, we grew up. We grew up around a lot of good people, man. Like a lot of dudes who can actually ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's
crazy to watch. Like I feel like everybody had their time at one time or another too. Like, I watched some crazy fucking like just like growing up and like watching these guys and just being like, dude, like how can I do that? How can I be that? And like it was honestly like the NFL was the dream for like until I was 19. You know, I was like, Bryce Harper's in the league. How old is he? He's younger than me,
bro. So I'm looking at people now in college and I'm like, yo, this dude graduated high school early so he can make spring ball. He's 17. He's about to be the starting quarterback at UCLA. It's like, what the is this? You know what I'm saying? 17 years old and you're about to take on the world, bro. Like, or there's these
5-on-5 tournament with you.
Exactly. Like, there's these little dudes. And I say little dudes because they're younger than me, but there was these dudes who are running track right now. One of them's like at USC. He's a sophomore. He's like 18 or 19. Oh.
12-20. All right, we're good.
Yeah. So there's this dude who's like running track for USC right now, and I think he like currently has the best time in the world for the 400 meter dash. He's 19 years old. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. Like wait until he hits 24, 25.
Right.
It's over. Like it is over. Nobody's gonna touch this dude, bro.
That out. Like that's like I don't get. Like I feel like we're definitely like evolving too. Like they had the marathon times from like the 1800s.
Oh God, bro!
To now,
it's substantially different. It's ridiculous.
Like 2 hours. Bro.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like what's the? I mean,
they're running like 2 hour
the
marathons
fastest
now.
mile time nowadays, bro. It's got to be like 3:30. I guarantee it. I mean, it has to be.
Yeah, at least probably just under 4. I think back then it like the first person that ran a 4 minute mile was like, oh my god.
Oh no, because like junior year of high school, like I ran like a 4:45. So like I was moving. Remember there was the
I ran 5:45 once.
There was the kid that was like from Mountain View. Sky Lofgren or something like that. The dude was like a freshman and he had already broken 5. Or maybe I'm thinking different. Maybe I ran 5:30 and he had already broken 5 and he was sitting at like 4:58 or so. It was ridiculous, bro.
Dude.
But fastest mile time right now, 3 minutes 43 seconds and 30. Yeah, 3 minutes 43 seconds, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. What?
You're almost like 20 miles per hour.
What? Like, you're ridiculous, man. Like, I don't think.
For a full.
I don't know if I could run 40 yards in that time right now. Like, as old as these bones are, bro.
My bones.
Like, I don't got it anymore like that. So,
dude, that's the one thing I like have always weirdly like pride myself in, just being able to run, just like not even fast, not even just
but just like good at it. Yeah,
just like horse hoof it, and like I skateboard now, and like I downloaded this app just because I was curious that just tracks you when you run or whatever, and I put it, and I was skating around town the other day, like I told you, I just fucking go place to place and ask people if they're registered to vote, and I ended up. And I wasn't even done yet. I had like another 2 hours in me. I already skated 30 miles.
God damn, dude.
Bro,
I don't even drive 30 miles in a day.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm that's like, so nice about
bro, 30 miles. People are like, yo, man, gay, come kick it. Well, how far you live? Damn, that's like 25 miles, dog. I ain't gonna make it, bro. Like
12 there, 12 back.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to keep my commute down to like 10 miles, and that's it. Like, unless something substantial is going on, like,
gotta pay like premium and shit,
bro. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like, we gotta make sure that we keep everything kosher. I'm not trying to do anything extravagant from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, the car is pretty extravagant.
Yeah, the car is nice, man. This is cool. I decided to treat myself, man. From going from
you deserve it, honestly.
96 Buick to like an 04 Malibu, and I was like, you know what, bro?
Buick.
Hey, I'll tell you the story real quick.
Dude, I had the 89 Century.
Bro, I had the 96 Century. Yeah, it was go level, bro. Go level. Theo. I named it Theo. He was the greatest car of all time, bro. If I had the means, I would still have him right now. But I'll tell you the story about how I came across the Challenger, bro. Straight up.
Oh shit.
I'm with a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm at this. We're getting our swear to God on everything, bro. Getting a pedicure.
Dude.
Speaking of which, hey, bro, I don't know if you can see. I got my shit done right now. It's that clear coat. Gotta keep them strong, bro.
I don't even want to look at my feet.
Yeah, bro. You gotta take care of them. These motherfuckers things is pretty, bro.
I got.
But But so we're sitting there getting our feet done or whatever, right? I got the lemon scrub going on right now.
Lemon scrub.
And my friend looks at me and she's like, you know what? You do a lot for your family, man. Like, I don't think you treat yourself enough. Like, you make good money.
Real talk.
You doing what you need to do for your family, but you don't ever splurge on yourself. And I was like, man, I'm just trying to set myself up for the future. I don't think that I need to splurge on anything right now. She was like, well, your car just had to have a brake booster repaired. Your transmission's going out. Like, things are not looking good for this. Rid of it while we can.
Term, like, exactly, what are you doing right? With this car?
And so she's like, well, you told me that your favorite car is a Challenger, right? Just look some up, see what the price range is like. Mm-hmm. And so I start looking them up, and
it's obtainable,
man. I find one. They just got it on trade-in. Like, they haven't even detailed it, cleaned up, run the inspections or anything like that. And they don't even have a price for it yet. But I just called them, like, pick around for it. Yeah. And they were like, well, one owner, it's 2015. It only has like 13,000 miles on it.
Oh.
And I bought it in 17, so 2 years it had 13,000 miles on it.
Oh my god!
And so
probably like a snowbird. Or
yeah. So that's exactly what it was actually a younger guy, but she said he bought it as like he was gonna baby this car, and then he got his girl pregnant.
Oh,
so couldn't have.
Sounds like my homie.
couldn't
Shout out, Angel.
Couldn't have the 2-door coupe anymore. So she was like, we haven't even done anything to it, but we have a general price range that we're looking at. So I was like, okay, I'll show up, a little bit later. We literally got in the car. Drove like 30 miles to this dealership, bro. Talked to the lady, and the salesman was like, She was weird, bro. Like, I definitely think that she was on some stuff the entire time because she just could not stop sweating, bro. She was sniffling all day. She was scratching.
You know how many people are on fucking Xanax?
Man,
and
I'm
fucking,
telling you, bro.
What's the other one? Adderall?
Bro, I'm
Just
telling
to
you,
function and
especially
shit.
as like a salesman
Whack the
too,
fuck out,
bro.
dude.
You got to be out there 14 hours a day. Like, you need something, bro. You need something. So
Caffeine don't cut it all the time.
not at all. So we're sitting there going over like, you know, what we think the payment, bro. It was crazy. So we sitting there going over payments and whatnot. And they bring the card out, they clean it up a little bit, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one. As long as the money works out, this is the one. And so they start running the numbers with me, and I'm like, wait a minute. When I first got my Malibu, because I bought the Buick cash, it was like $1,500, like whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I got the
$1,500,
yeah, bro.
500.
So God, you got a damn deal, bro.
Yeah, well, no, not really. He trashed that fucking thing. It was bad, bro. But the state actually owns it. We won't talk about that.
We'll let that one go.
I gotta pay that.
Yeah, but so when I bought the Malibu, I was like 19 years old. I didn't have a credit history or anything, so I had to go to like one of these buy here, pay here places, and they ended up getting me for like 25% on the financing. So I was paying $360 a month for an 04 Malibu with 120,000 miles on it.
That's like an extra 120 on
Bro,
top of that.
$360 a month, dog. No, that was like after everything was said and done. $360 a month.
Oh my God.
Right. Well, not including insurance.
Half that.
Yeah, not including insurance. Oh, bro, way less, a third of that, if anything.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, bro, there's no way that they're gonna come back with any numbers that are gonna make me buy this car. Like, the only way I'm buying is if it was less than what I was paying for the Malibu. And so salesman comes back and she's like, well, we got you at $540 a month. And I was like, you're out of your mind. I'm not doing that. Yeah, like, I'm not doing that. What do you think
I do for a living?
Exactly, bro. So we get our stuff and we start walking out. And here comes general manager, bro. Here comes the manager, bro. He's coming out, sprinting damn near. And he's like, hey, no, sit down. We'll run the numbers again. We'll see what we got for you. And I was like, hey, man, if it's not anything lower than $540, like, y'all not going to drop this $200 for me. And he was like, all right, well, let me get a piece of paper for you. So he grabs this paper and he's like, sign your name here. If I can get this below $350, will you walk out of the car? Will you walk out with the car today? And I was like, well, see, now that I know that you got the power to do it, you ain't finna play me, dog. Like, I'm gonna need you to get, you gonna have to get that below 3. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to get me below 3, bro. 3. And so he's like, 3 might be a little rough. I'll see what I can do. And I was like, look, if it ain't below 3, don't even come out here. Just wave to me from your desk and I'll be out. Right. Yeah. So he goes back like 15 minutes later. He's scratching his head doing this thing. He comes out and he's like, okay, well, we got it to 260. And I was like, you my nigga. I fuck with you. Man. So he brings the salesman back over and they start cleaning up the car and shit. And I'm like, yo, but my car's not ready to be traded in yet. Like, I got to go clean it up for you. I'm not trying to give you all of it, you know. And so at the time, Kelly Blue Book had my car for like $500. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything for that. And so they clean the car up. I sign the paperwork. Everything's good. And after like getting my gap coverage and all my additional insurances, tires, glass, wheel, whatever.
Shit people don't think about right there.
But it ended up coming out to $350. And I was like, well, that's cool because I didn't even have any of that with my Malibu, right? Yeah, that's what I was planning for. And so I got that, brought my car back the next day. And they were like, wow, this Malibu is actually in really good condition. We can sell this to somebody for like 4 G's, even though it's high miles, it's been taken care of. It's clean. Everything's good. We'll just have to clean the carpets a little bit.
Wait not to trash a car, bro.
They gave me $2,500 for an 04 Malibu with 160,000 miles on it, bro. I bought it in 2017.
Right.
Like, this car is already breach, bro. It's like 2 decades, bro. Yeah, it's 13 years old, dog.
I think a historical vehicle is like 15 or 17 years old.
We're there, bro. So they like they gave me like $2,500 for it. I put another like $2,500 down. Bought the car back, drove off in it, bro. And we've been Gucci ever since.
How did that feeling first?
Oh my God, bro! Was she right? Like it was kind of yeah, bro, 100%. And I mean, she's usually right, man. Shout out to her. She's the GOAT, bro. She's been the homie since day one. But no, it's just man, it was such a, and it's crazy because like you would think that taking on like another car payment, because my Malibu was already paid off, but taking on another car payment, you would think it'll be like, damn. Another, you know,
I can't do that.
A little bit more on your shoulders, you know what I'm saying? But I never felt so like lifted, you know what I mean? Like, I got rid of the Malibu. I didn't have to make any more payments as far as repairs go. Right. I know my car is gonna be Gucci.
Nice place, nice ride.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm good, man. And then the crazy part is, so I called my insurance agent. All right, I'm not gonna say no, you know, whatever, but call my insurance agent and I'm like, hey, Donna, That's gonna be her name today. So I called Donna and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about trading in my Malibu. Not mine, because it's an 04, bro.
Right.
All I had was like really good liability coverage and emergency road service. That was it.
She told you wreck it,
bro.
get
Like
the money.
$100 a month for that. And so I'm talking to her about me buying a new like this Challenger, and she's like, "Oh, you're 22. You're driving a Challenger now. Like your insurance is gonna jump." And I was like, "It's cool. Like whatever. It can't be any higher than what. It's cool. Whatever."
Right.
She comes back and she's like, "We ran your quote 380, 380," and I was like, "Bitch, that's more than I'm paying for the car. What you mean?"
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So I told her, I was like, "Look, everything's been Gucci with you for the last 4 years. I really appreciate you, but your company just charged too much money. I'm out. Cancel my policy." So she's like, "Cool, no hard feelings." She canceled the policy. I called my current insurance company and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just poking around and see what I can get." And dude was like, "Hey man, we got you at 150." And I was like, "Run it, sign it right now."
Before they double check it.
What statement do you need? He was like, "Well, we just need this, and that." Boom, did it over the phone. Drove off and been Gucci ever since. Straight up, bro. I got lucky as hell because basically all the dude did that had the car before was get rid of the depreciation on it. That was it, bro.
Because right when you drive it off,
yep, you drop like 10 G's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
even if you like turn in the next day,
yeah, like it had another owner on it, so you're done, bro. So
right. So you're the second.
Yeah, second owner. I got lucky as hell. Like I said, I mean, it's dirty right now. You'll see when we go get in it, but it's dirty, but it gets the job done, bro.
That's what we're all about, man. Making it happen, getting the job done.
Just we trying to get to somewhere. That's all it is, man.
A to B.
Yes, sir.
Trying to get to A to Z.
Shit, man.
No, we're already
here.
It's
gonna be a long ride there,
we're
but
already here.
We're gonna make it happen.
Amen. Yo, I appreciate you coming out. Let's wrap this thing up. I gotta get to work.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it again sometime. I'm always down, brother.
Fuck yeah, why not? Thanks again, man.
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure, brother.
Always.
It's all love, baby. Since day one.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yes.
Oh God, that's so weird. The headphones.
I know, right? Taking them out.
Yeah, taking them.